Today, from Seattle, Washington, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. The Seattle Seahawks taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
There on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that'll set them back 5.
Still second down.
A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. From the gun, Dunn. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 36. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
He was brought down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's got a man wide open.
Let's get that swagger, you
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 51 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and they got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ballgame.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. First down. Dunn got his man complete over the middle. It's Ford. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And he'll He'll give it here to his running back. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 23. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The holding penalty negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. There he goes right side. And all the way in. Touchdown Seattle. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball. You
got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw on 2nd down. Done. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st down.
Operating from the gun. Done. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ford. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Brooks. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Number 32.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out. And they gave up no cutback angle. You know, he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down now. It's Mills, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places
and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on third down. Done. Over the middle, complete. That's Mills. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. From the gun. Done. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Looking to throw. Done. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
In the end zone. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Vikings have made this now a 1-score game. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense. Not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, Bailey. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1 yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, third and goal.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Steps away to his left. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a fourth and goal.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. Fourth and goal from the 2. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on fourth and goal from the 2. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on fourth down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Second and 6.
On second down, it's Brooks. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Operating from the gun. Dunn. And oh, he coughs up the football near his own goal line.
Quarterback sacked. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the
offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retain.
Rush comes, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Partners, you well know, every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Well, not only did they block it, the awareness to go and grab it and then take it into the end zone for 6 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, Dunn. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Mills. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Still 2nd down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Dunn. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
The Vikings send out their punter. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football.
Recovered by the kicking team.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Down at the 28-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down now, it's Brooks. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
17-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. This will be caught at about the 6.
And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Quarterback is sacked.
We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
So the
challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 8 yards out. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again.
The previous play is under review.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here.
The kicker on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Makes the
point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good.
And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, get me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Off the play fake. Done. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22.
The first down pass. Intercepted.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Position on him, and he pulls it in. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
28-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Looking for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. It's now 3rd down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw again. It is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports Halftime Report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This 4th and final matchup on this.
You sure you're ready for the 3rd quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Taken down and sacked.
So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, done. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point forthcoming. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here, and our score is going to stay right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The throw over the middle taken in. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Brooks. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
He was tackled.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Brooks. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On 3rd down, it's Brooks. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On first down, Brooks. And a short gain down to about the 33. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Done. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
On 2nd down, it's Brooks. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Done. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that gets him back within 10.
Seahawks 27, Vikings 17.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bailey. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. He'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. The Seahawks send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Don't you do that.
Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
They'll try the left side. It's Bailey. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Now back to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he goes out right around the 39. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Vikings head out to take over once again. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. On 1st and 10, Dunn. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
One after here coming up. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Vikings ready to go again on offense. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. Throwing after the interception. Dunn. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
A loss of 11 yards.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Off play action. Done. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, Something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open. That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Gain of 4 makes it 3rd and 2.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Seahawks 37.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out.
Stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.